Hello everyone, and welcome to the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report for the month of May. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We begin with a look at the state's new educator evaluation system. The State Board of Education gave preliminary approval last month to the 7 principles that will guide the new evaluation system for teachers and administrators. It will be in place for all school districts in the state during the next school year. More than 100 school districts have been pilot testing the model system this year. Of course, one of the most important jobs of any Board of Education is to evaluate the performance of the superintendent. MSBA's Associate Executive Director for Leadership Development, Phyllis Barks, says it's critical that the board and superintendent agree on the performance indicators that will be measured.
The board and superintendent should work together to identify 3, or not more than 5, indicators that represent the district's most critical priorities. Those priorities should be described in the district's Comprehensive School Improvement Plan, or CSIP. The board and superintendent might also have annual superintendent goals that could be considered. The key is to engage in a meaningful conversation that results in agreement between the board and superintendent regarding what will be measured.
The new educator evaluation system was the main topic of MSBA's spring regional meetings held throughout the state in April and May. State law requires all school districts in the state to evaluate the educators employed by the district. Your district can adopt the state's model evaluation system, or you can create your own system that aligns with the new principles. Public schools here in Missouri face ever-rising expectations to improve student performance. One approach to improving organizational performance that's been used in the private sector for many years is the Baldrige Performance Excellence Program, named after former U.S. Commerce Secretary Malcolm Baldrige. Now, more public entities, such as school districts, are using the Baldrige criteria as a way to create a culture of continuous improvement. MSBA's Board of Directors has endorsed this approach not only for MSBA itself, but also for Missouri's public schools. MSBA Executive Director Dr. Carter Ward says Baldrige does not simply add more things for a school district to do.
But what it can do is change the way we do our work that is already required of us to do, and whether that's strategic planning, whether that's operational issues such as defining our processes and defining those processes so that they are more effective in producing the results that we want. So basically it is working smarter at what we're already attempting to do in our organizations, and this is just a proven method.
MSBA and the Missouri Association of School Administrators have formed a Baldrige in Education group that has been working on ways to support school districts interested in implementing Baldrige criteria for continuous improvement. Ward says Baldrige is meant to complement measures of school district performance, such as the Missouri School Improvement Program, and can help schools achieve and sustain the highest levels of performance regardless of what measures might be used. One good way to learn more about Baldrige and continuous improvement for school districts is to attend the MSBA Leadership Summit to be held June 7th through 8th at the Lake of the Ozarks. Much of the content of the Leadership Summit this year will be based on how school districts are implementing the Baldrige criteria. Registration information on the Leadership Summit is posted on the MSBA website. During the Leadership Summit, the MSBA Delegate Assembly will be meeting to elect state officers, consider changes to the association's platform document, and consider some significant changes to MSBA's governing structure. Those changes include reducing the size of the MSBA Board of Directors from 43 to 25 members, creating a 5-member Regional Executive Committee for each of MSBA's 17 regions, and creating a Regional Action Committee in each region, made up of the Regional Executive Committee members and all the district delegates in each region. The goal of the governance changes is to create more member engagement, especially at the regional level. This will be a very important delegate assembly, so Be sure your board sends a delegate to that meeting on June 7th. If you were elected to your Board of Education for the first time last month, you'll want to participate in your 16 hours of required training as soon as possible. That training includes information on the roles and responsibilities of school boards, how boards establish policy, the basics of school law for school boards, and many other topics. You can take 8 hours of that training online, and the other 8 hours during sessions that are held throughout the state in coming months. Be sure to take your training as soon as you can. That's it for this month's edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and so long from Columbia.